Hey, I'm Bryn Corley, and I'm on Team Force from the North, number 12.
Really?
The top-seeded Generals took on the struggling Hitmen in game number 1. The Generals looked like a first-place team coming out of the gate strong and took an 8-2 lead after one period of play. The Hitmen were outscored 5-3 in the second and fell to the Generals 13-5. Next week will be a must-win for the Hitmen when they take on the Lightning in a battle for Division II playoff berth. The Generals look headed towards a Division I playoff run and look to be the favorites at this point of the season. They take on the Hawks in Week 9. The Moose, who are riding a 3-game winning streak, took on the 10th place Lightning. Both teams had short benches in this match, but it was the Moose who outlasted the Lightning in a convincing 13-3 victory and now sit at 6-1 for the season. The Lightning's playoff hopes are still alive and will take on another underachieving team, the Hitmen, next week, while the Moose look to clinch a Division I playoff spot with a victory over stiff competition. It was the red-hot Hawks versus the cool Beans in game number 3. After a relatively even first period, the Hawks dominated the Beans in the final half, winning the period 5-0 and a final of 9-3. If the Hawks have their minds set on a Division I playoff spot, a victory over the Generals in Week 9 would more than likely put them there. Cool Beans battles it out for a Division II playoff spot with the Flyers. The Flyers, who were coming off a huge victory last week against the Lightning, met up with the 5-2 Force from the North. This had to be one of the highest scoring games in league history, as the Force won big with a final of 20-6. The Force from the North take on the Jets next week, with the Lightning meeting up with the Hitmen. In the final game of the night, the Flames defaulted their game against the stiff competition when they learned they had no goaltender for this match. The win lifts stiff competition over 500 for the first time this season and they will go for their 5th win against the Moose next week. The Flames are now officially eliminated from the playoffs and will get the week off. A few reminders: once your team has played 8 regular season games, the roster is frozen until the playoffs are complete. A player, male or female, must play in a minimum of 3 games to be eligible to play in the playoffs. Goaltenders are required to play in 1 game to be eligible. That's it for this edition. We'll see you in Week 9.